All right, I'm back. This is what happens when you're a caretaker for someone. Let's see, what were we doing here? Single crochet to the end of this. And I was telling you about jewelweed. So if you're allergic to things topically, or your skin is sensitive to things and you get red and itchy and breakout, try jewelweed spray. Promoted for poison ivy, but good for all those sorts of plants, in my experience. Oh dear. Okay, so when I hear that little bell go off for her, I have to go see what she needs. Took care of, and it can be anytime, anytime. So these are part of what happens with caregivers. You have to be willing to be flexible. So I'm back here. We're now at the end of our 49th. That's our slip stitch that we began with. So we're at the end of row 1 of the rosette. I'm going to mark that because heaven knows we can forget where we are. And it's a good thing, that we were doing this row 1 because that's just single crochet all the way across. Single crochet all the way across, and we didn't have to go back and count. Now this next one, we're doing something different. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, chaining 3 right here, and then skip 2 stitches. Chain 3, skip 2 stitches from the hook and do a single, that's what I just read, wait a minute, chain 3, skip 2 stitches and then crochet a slip stitch into the 3rd stitch. So we're going to skip 2 and in the 3rd one put a slip stitch. Alright, we've done that, we're doing that, we've done that now. We did our slip stitch. Now we've got a little loop there. Okay, that's for the next row. Slip stitch into the 3rd stitch and then chain 2. 1, 2. And skip 2 stitches. 1, 2. And then crochet a slip stitch into the 3rd stitch and repeat all the way across. So let's do this. 1, 2, and in the 3rd stitch do a slip stitch. So we're making a whole set of little loops across here. 1, 2. Okay, we got it. Chain 2. 1, 2. And in the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3, we're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, chain 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Oh, this is fun. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. You do have to count on this row, though. That's what I mean. It's good my mother didn't ring her little bell during this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and a slip stitch. Oops, 1, 2, 3, I didn't do that. 1, 2, 3, and a slip stitch. chain 2. And I am so used to doing that yarn over, chain 2 and slip stitch through here, chain 2 and slip stitch through, chain 2, slip stitch into the third, I dropped a ply. So we've got our chain to 2, we're going to slip stitch into the third. Alright, chain 2. Slip stitch into the third, chain 2, slip stitch into the third. We're almost at the end here. Chain 2, slip stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in the third, chain 2, slip stitch into the third, 1, 2, 3, okay, chain 2, and we'll slip stitch into this third, 1, 2, 3. This would be that beginning stitch for this row. Okay, we are getting this. This is our last slip stitch in. All right, now that's chain 2, that's row 2 rather, of the rosette. Now row 3, okay, this is the tricky one now. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn this around here. Okay, we chain 1 and then crochet a half double crochet, 1 double crochet, and 1 half double crochet into this first loop. So we chained 1, now we're going to do a half double crochet, and then a double crochet. Remember, we go through 2 loops and then the other 2, and then a half double crochet. Then we slip stitch down into the loop. Okay. Slip stitch down into the loop. So that just brings that down and makes it more firmly around. All right, and that is supposed to be, can you see this? Here, let me put that over. That is the first petal of this. All right, very good. Then we're going to slip stitch into the next loop. Then chain 1. All right, chain 1, did that. And then a half double crochet, a double crochet, and then a half double crochet, and then slip stitch into the loop. So that's going to kind of firm that petal down. Oops, I did the yarn over there. No yarn over here. Ah, I'm not doing that very deftly. Okay, and there we have our second petal. So we've slip stitched into that, then slip stitch into the next loop. All right, now we're going to the next one with the slip stitch into, here's the next one. Oops, dropped that one completely. All right, we'll just do a few more of these here. So we've slip stitched into that. Now we'll do our half double crochet into it. No, we're doing our chain one, rather chain one. Okay, there's chain one. It's not. Let's see. Okay, let's begin this loop again. We're going to slip stitch into it and then chain one. Then do a half double crochet, a double, a half, and then slip stitch down into the loop. That same loop, okay. So this makes 3 petals. Can you see that? Let's see here. How can I show you that better? 3 petals of the rosette. All right. Then we will chain one. Do a half double. No, chain one. Yes, do a half double. There we go. A half double. A double. A half double. Then we'll slip stitch down to the bottom here, into the loop itself. Whoopsie. We will go into the loop itself with a slip stitch. Okay. Then a slip stitch into the next loop. Then our chain one, our half double, our double, our half double, and then slip stitch into the loop. Then a slip stitch into the next loop. All right. Now we're at our half double. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm going to redo this one. I've got that. My tension's getting too tight. Way too tight. And I dropped a ply there. Okay, here we go. Out again. There we are. And out of that. Okay, there we've slip stitched into this loop. Slip stitched into the next loop. Now chain one. Now our half double. There we go. Then our double. Then a half double. And then a slip stitch. Slip stitch into the next loop. If I don't drop a ply, let's see. Right. Chain one, half double, double, oops, 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 oops. I did that half double. Now I need to do the double. Okay. Now a half double. Oh, dropping plies right and left right now. A half double and then a slip stitch into this. Nope, I'm not no yarn over for that. Here, just pulling it through. There, I got it. Okay, yep, there we are. And then going into the next one with a slip stitch, then chain one, a half double, a double, a half double, and a slip stitch. Then a slip stitch into the next one. A minute here. There we go. Okay, then we are at our chain one for this one. Chain one, half double. Well, what have I done? Double, half double, and our slip stitch. All right. And here we have what we have so far. All right, I'm going to stop there for now. And we'll come back and finish this tomorrow and be able to put it on our hat tomorrow. I think we'll be able to finish this and make the flower out of it. And we'll be ready to fasten it on. Okay, have a great day. I'm going to go fix my mother her lunch and proceed with the afternoon. See you tomorrow.